By this time of the summer, everyone is looking for interesting and low-cost ways to keep the kiddos occupied. And today we have Theresa Duncan, owner of Villacula Toys. I said that right?
You did. Great job.
I love that name. That's so cool. In Fernandina Beach. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
It is my pleasure. So talk to me about that name first and foremost, because it is a cool name. What's the story behind it?
So you'll be ready for trivia night. It is the name of Pippi Longstocking's house in the Pippi Longstocking books.
Right on.
And we just love the spirit of Pippi Longstocking. She's all about fun. Plus, fun fact, the movie that was filmed in the 80s was filmed in Fernandina Beach. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
really?
You'll have to watch it again. And
No kidding. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I dug that movie when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I used to have like the song Pippi Longstocking
is coming into your...
So it feels like the kids have been out of school for a pretty long time by now. So how do we keep them occupied?
Okay, so if parents are like me, they're exhausted, they're out of money from summer camps, and they are ready for school to start back up. So I brought a few things that will keep your kids very busy, they're inexpensive, and they'll take a long time. So you can have a break and watch First Coast Living while your kids go play, right?
That's what I'm doing.
All right, so the first thing I brought here is everybody has these little figurines laying around their house. You probably do too, right? Somewhere, some dinosaurs. There are about 1,000,001 things you can do with these. We love simple toys at Villa Villacula because they keep kids a lot busier than toys that do more for the kids. The kids have to do a lot. But one of my favorite things is you take a bunch of them, put them in water in the freezer, and then depending on the age of your kid, you tell them to excavate the dinosaurs. They're going to be paleontologists. So
archaeologists.
A smaller kid can take some rocks and break it apart. Maybe if you really want to keep your older kids busy, you give them some toothpicks or something until they get all the dinosaurs out of the ice.
That's awesome. Yeah. Here you go, buddy. And you're like, but Dad, it's ice.
It's ice, right. Figure it out, right?
That's
or just wait till it melts.
That's very cool.
So that is a great activity. It's not going to cost you anything, probably.
Excellent. And what else we got?
The next thing we have are these my comic book and Illustory sets. So what you get in here is everything your child needs to either write a story or write their own comic book.
Neat.
And then the best part is it comes with an envelope, prepaid postage, everything. You can send it away. About 2 weeks later, they'll have their own published book. Yes, you can have your own comic book.
I really loved that when I was a kid.
Isn't that awesome? Or a storybook.
So cool.
So those are really, really
Can I do one of those as a grown-up?
Absolutely. You could.
Cool.
Never too old
I might
to
have
play.
to do.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make your, and then you'll be. You can officially say you have a barcode and everything. You'll be a published comic book author. It's good for your resume too.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that, Jordan. We should do that one day. Okay, so let's keep moving down. What do we have
All
here?
right. Now we have this race set. So there are just a whole bunch of fun things. One of my favorite hacks as a parent is to have a play date so that the kids can entertain each other while I do the dishes. And so the first thing is, it's wine and cheese day. I don't know, we could fill these with wine or fill them with water and pass them along.
Fill it with a tasty beer.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's also got this sack race kit. It's just got a whole bunch of fun outdoor activities to keep the kids busy. Yeah.
So what are some other, what are some ideas? So kids, they say they're bored all the time, but we know they're not really bored.
Yeah.
So what are some of these things that maybe aren't on the table that we could get kids to do to keep, so they can stop saying they're so bored?
Well, a lot of ways to keep kids from being bored is to take away their options. Sometimes when kids have too many things to do, they don't know how to make a choice. So a lot of times in our house, especially with smaller children, what you can do is put away a lot of toys in the garage and leave a few choices out and then rotate those choices around. So it prevents you from having to buy more toys. And you know how when a child finds something that they've lost for a while, it's suddenly the best toy that they have.
Brand new.
So if you can rotate some of those items, I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, my parents would just say, go outside and don't come back until the sun. And so giving some kids some choices outside are really great
cool.
too.
So we have another segment with you, so you're going to be back, right?
I'm going to be back and we're going to really get into talking about being bored and what to do when kids are bored.
Yeah, right on.